worm, birds of a feather flocks together. Yo, check this out. This is Big Talk live late night edition. I know you guys are gonna be rising and grinding early in the morning. So thanks for tuning in. In this episode, we'll be talking about big ideas, big goals, and big vision. So I'm gonna tap in with you guys, and we'll be doing something a little bit different. I think I've done this before. Two different camera setups, one for IG, one for YouTube and Facebook. Give you guys a few seconds to tune in. What it is, what's happening. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. All right, I'm put down a countdown for you guys so you guys can jump on in. I want to welcome you guys to put some comments down below. You know what I mean? Tell me some ideas, some strategies, some tips, some tricks, some hacks, what it is you're doing to master your emotions. Especially for us men out there, man, master your emotions. A lot of innocent people and a lot of people are, unfortunately, being hurt because we don't know how to be mastering our emotions, how to be emotionally stable. So, give you guys a few seconds to jump in, tune in what it is. To do that, obviously, you know what I mean? We're all humans. We compare ourselves to others, right? And it sucks. But I'm gonna give you guys 20 different signs. Wait, maybe not 20 different signs. I'm gonna give you guys different signs that you guys are actually doing a lot better than you think. A lot better. Let me know. I'm gonna tell you why. All right. If you paid the bills this month and you had some extra money set aside, you're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good. In the comments below, I want you guys to engage, leave some comments. Let me know what it is, what's happening. Hey, Sucks the White Bong, Button Bong, Barbecue Bong Chat is in the house. Yeah, shout out to Bong. Yo, if you ever had any type of Texas barbecue with a Cambodian fusion flavor, I'm telling you, cannot recreate that flavor anywhere unless you go to Button Bong Barbecue down in Long Beach, LBC. Shout out to Bong. What it is. So it's Bye Bong. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone. So another sign that you are actually doing a lot better than you really think is that you question yourself. You doubt your life, and sometimes you do feel miserable, but actually know what that means. It just means that you're open for growth. You question yourself. Am I doing enough? Should I be doing more? Or did I do everything I can? See, that means you're opening yourself up for growth. You're looking for the next mountain to climb. You're not comfortable being where you're at. It's uncomfortable to just be complacent, and that's a good thing. So if you're actually doing that, shout out to you. Like my brother here, Bong Chad. Hey, Bong, I love the videos you guys are putting out. Love the content. I love it. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you're gonna be around this Sunday. For the Mr. Universe meet and greet red carpet event by Mr. Remy Hugh. Wifey and I was thinking about heading out there. Hopefully, we can stop by and actually have some bomb fighter, barbecue. Growth is the key in many ways. Absolutely, we are. A lot. Here's the thing about growth. See, people, they know your worth, but what they hope is that they hope that you don't know your worth. People know how much you're worth, but they hope that you don't know your own worth. And that's important. You got to know your worth, know your value. You know what I mean? And another sign that can tell you that you're actually doing a lot better than you think, you have a job and you have a career, you have a goal, you have a business, you're doing a lot better than you think. There you go. There it is. A part of that is you got to appreciate it. and you take everything in stride. And I want to jump on it and just kind of not exactly, motivate and inspire. I just want to share with you, a couple different things for 2023 comeback season. This is it. I know one thing for sure. My main goal is to actually have financial discipline. Financial discipline. Not. Ooh, Bong Chat said, don't lowball your dreams. Big goals, big ideas, and big vision. See, the most successful people in life, you guys, are big dreamers. They had the vision comes before the provision. They actually had this big vision. They're like, man, how am I going to execute it? And then they realize they got to do a lot more, you know. And let me tell you, another sign that you're doing better than you think is that you actually have time to do something that you really truly enjoy. Comment below. What do you guys enjoy doing on your free time? Jose, the real Ichi. Well, Chad, what do you like to do on your own free time? When you have the time and you have a completely just time for yourself, what do you like to do with that time? Me personally, there's a lot of things I like to do, with that time. I definitely enjoy reading. Love it. That's part of growth. But as downtime, it's playing chess. Playing chess, I enjoy it, and the little time that I do have, I don't get a chance to do this, and the little time I do have, is I love watching films. And I don't watch film just to watch films. I'm watching films to study it, to understand, to know it. So if you actually have time to do what you love to do, what you enjoy doing, guess what? You're actually doing a lot better than you think. A lot thing. Bone chat say fishing, basketball. I'm gonna highlight your comment. Yes, basketball. I love it. Sports, definitely. I love, um, what I love, enjoy doing as well? Hitting the gym, doing something that's fun. Also, I love going out there and, man, just enjoying nature. You know what I mean? And appreciating people, appreciating, being grateful. That's definitely always fun to do. Another sign that you're actually doing better than you think you're doing is you have one or two truly close friends. I know you guys, someone told me this quote, and I'm going to just say it right here. Well, I'm trying to put that on there. Boom. Okay, there you go, boom, chat. So, you guys, if you live your whole entire life, right? If you live your whole entire life and you actually have one good friend that was there for you the whole entire time, was friends with you since day one, unconditional, always been there, always, and you live your whole entire life, you only have one good friend, let me tell you, you lived a blessed life. That's what someone told me. It's not about the quantity, it's about quality. And someone asked me earlier today. I was taking my car for a tune-up, and it was actually my mechanic. He asked me. He said, "Hey, dude, so what's your New Year's resolution? What's your goal this year?" I said, "Well, I don't really make resolution, but this particular year, one thing that I wanted to do is to have more face-to-face human interaction with people, have more human interaction, more relationships, and actually connecting genuinely face to face. I feel like 2020, 2021, 2022, 2020, there's a lot of setbacks and misdirection and a lot of like fears and uncertainty, development, downtime, prepping, things like that. Then you finally get to 21 and 22. So now it's like 23. You know what? It's they're doing. What's up, Tano? What it is, Big Pimpin'. So in 2023, actually, and I don't know, Bong, if you coming or not. There's actually going to be an event coming up at the Cambodian. It's called Cambodian New Year at the temple. They haven't had a New Year's in about 3 years, but anyways, New Year festival. But yeah, it's time to get back face to face with people and see, how it's like to have human interaction again. Okay, well, I'm hoping you show up. I can't wait to see you there. It's okay. So, uh, it's they're opening up the temple again. Everyone's coming, and I feel like a lot of people this time. A lot of people are gonna show up this time. You know what I mean? Because it's been 3 years since they opened up this the Stockton Temple. Is the biggest what here in California. I think. I could be wrong. I think so. I'm pretty good. If it's not, it's like a close second at least. I think it's the biggest. So I can't wait to see all you beautiful faces, you Cambodians, Laos, and it's every races is welcome. Actually, our culture, our food, our music is open to everyone, and I love it when I see other people come through and celebrate it because that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that. And let me tell you, if we're not building an empire, if we're not building ourselves, if we're not making money and celebrating each other's success, man, what's the point? What's the point? So let's come together, celebrate, build, and let's make some money together. Let's build some wealth. The biggest one outside of Cambodia. Wow, see the biggest New Year outside of Cambodia. So that's my thing. 2023. I want to have more human face-to-face interaction. I want to reconnect with people. I want to have more strengthen the relationship with people. You know what I mean? I think that's important. You can't get through life without having a really, really good, well, actually, without having quality relationships. But yeah, if you live your whole entire life and you actually have just one friend, you live a blessed life because a friendship is a gift from God. And let me tell you, that's what it is. Friendship is a gift from God. Another sign that you're doing better than you think is that you can afford a cup of coffee or gas in your car this morning. That's right. If you can afford eggs for breakfast this morning, you're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good. Okay. All right. Bon Chat say that's the biggest. Dang. Okay. You got a booth there. What? Oh, Bon, that's what's up. Ah, I like that. Unfortunately, on this road to success, on this journey that you're taking, it's gonna feel like you're a solopreneur. You're on your own, and you'd be surprised that strangers will support you more than actual friends and family. But that's okay. Your business is not just for your own little small circle of friends. Your business is for the masses. So don't be surprised when more strangers support you than your little small circle of friends. I learned that. I used to be like, yo, my friends don't support me. I have strangers support me more than my friends and family. Well, guess what? Your friends and family is a small percentage of your customer base. Your product, your service, your business is actually for millions of people. You think Bill Gates or you think Jeff Bezos designed Amazon for his only small circle of friends? He's complaining in the garage because he only so a few people support him. No, he's like, dude, I'm gonna build something that the whole world can use. And guess what? He's a freaking multi. He's a billionaire, right? One of the richest men in the world, building a $500 million yacht. Yo, what up, big dog? Thank you guys for tuning in so far. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? You will take hits. You will take some setbacks. There will be some failures, and it's okay because when you fall off, when you bounce back, don't chase the people that left you. It's all right. You don't need to chase them. Trust me, they'll follow you. They'll find you. And this is the year that we actually have. We let go of self doubt. We let go of fear, and we're gonna either change, and that's that. You know what I mean? Or I don't want to say change or quit because the goals are not to quit. But you're doing better for yourself, and you're doing better. You're actually doing a lot better than you think. Is that you're not the same person from a year ago. You're not the same person anymore. You change, you evolve, and change is progression. You know what I mean? When you embrace failure and you embrace pain and understand that pains are just obstacles. Matter of fact, pains are just opportunities, right? Obstacles are opportunities. When you come across a pain, a problem, guess what? You hit a jackpot. You just discovered an opportunity for you to get better, for you to help someone else get better and get it. Learning and growing, bong. Well, you know what? I actually haven't got a chance to really get you on my talk show. I need to get you on a big talk show one of these days so we can really learn from each other. I know you're full of wisdom. I know you have a lot of gems to share. And I'm just getting on here just to share a couple ideas and share, some failure was the biggest lesson. Yo, thank you, wifey. Wifey is like, you sound parched. You sound thirsty. She's like, you sound pretty thirsty. You might need some water, so excuse me. And comment below if you guys are tuning in. Let's make this happen. If you guys want to get Bong Chad on the show, let me know. Put some comments below. Matter of fact, if you're watching the show, you want to get Button Bong Barbecue Bong Chad on the show. Let's put some fire emojis in the comments. I wait. I wait. I wait. I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. We want to get Bong Chan on the show. We're gonna schedule some time, put him on a Big Talk show. I'm excited about 2023 because you know what? We're not the same person anymore. We're not the same person. We changed from we're not the same person as last year. And another thing that you also want to consider that you know actually doing a lot better than you think is that, dude, if you can talk to your younger self and you're able to say, hey, we made it. We made it through that. You're actually doing a lot better than you think. You know? And of course, struggle is part of it. Embrace the struggle. Struggle and pain plus reflection equals progression, right? And you're gonna struggle a little bit. Psh, I don't know anyone like you don't build muscles without struggle. You don't build muscle without resistance. You struggle in the gym. You struggle, climbing that mountain. You struggle, but when you're struggling for success. You're struggling to get somewhere better in life. You're not struggling just to struggle. And struggle is okay. It's just part of the journey. If life was like super easy, it'd be boring. Let me tell you that right now. Super boring, right, Bong? We got some amazing people in the building, and we definitely want to have a lot of folks show up and add some comments below. I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. And if you know you're doing better than you really think you're doing, is that when you're working towards something, you're working towards a goal, or you've been through so much. That's how you know you're actually doing pretty good. You know what I mean? Because I know social media have this way of like letting us know that you're not doing enough. But let me tell you, you're doing a lot. You're doing great. And going back to Sean Ross. Okay, yeah, I would love to talk to Sean Ross. Very successful. Yes, I would love to interview and tap into his wisdom and tap into a lot of amazing people's wisdom and kind of like learn what exactly did they do to overcome the barriers, the challenges, and how did they struggle? What exactly did they do to get to the next position in life? And Mary Kang too, definitely. Thank you, Bong. You know. I know one thing for sure. Whatever you do, you gotta have when they say this a mastermind group. When they say one or two people get together, you guys form a mastermind. And believe it or not, my mastermind is my spouse, my wife, and I love it. The reason being is because, you have to invest in each other. You invest in your partner. You build each other up, right? And if you have two hustlers, you can't lose. There's no stopping you. So shout out to the power couple. Shout out to the folks who are married, who have partners that support them, and they make the best investment. Because the best investment is not just in yourself. It is yourself. The best investment is in yourself. Also, choosing the right partner to run with. Super important. Super important. Choosing the right partner. And going back to, strangers will make you rich. And unfortunately, again, we have to, like, I used to say this. All my friends and I used to cry about friends and family not supporting me. And then I realized, wait a minute. Again, my business, my product, my service is not just designed for my small circle of friends and family. It's designed for everyone. So yeah, stop crying about it. Strangers it's gonna make you rich. So let's just get over that part and do it moving and act like it, right? So yeah. What up, Kenneth? Hey, you didn't miss a show. I'm just 40 minutes in. I'm sorry, 20 minutes in. 20 minutes in. I think yesterday I left off. I said, never be ashamed of your struggle. Embrace your struggle. Embrace your struggle. Don't be ashamed of your struggle. Why? because people will admire your hustle. Don't be ashamed. Never be too embarrassed to struggle. No shame in working hard, and no shame in working hard to get to where you want to go, where you want to be. Ain't no shame in that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna be hard work. A lot of people, when you tell them it's gonna be hard work, a lot of people be like, "Oh man, I don't got time for that and this." And you know what? It's not built for everybody. Yo, shout out everyone tuned in so far. Jay Marie, Jackson Cuddy, if I'm saying that right, man. Thanks for tuning in. We're just discussing a couple different ideas, some goals, and how to, overcome some of the barriers of 2023. Wow, we have some folks in here. Let's see. Yeah, your business is built for the masses. Jeff Bezos didn't design Amazon just for a group of people. Like, I'm talking about like Steve Jobs and Tim Cook, all them folks. They didn't make their product just to sell to their friends and family. Come on now. They made it so they can sell it to everybody. And so yeah, stop crying about your friends and family not supporting you. I see a lot of Instagram reels and they're like, oh, friends and family don't support me, so upset. Dude, get over it. Get over it. My wife gave me some water because she said I was thirsty. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Another thing that I definitely encourage people is like stop playing victim, stop playing small. You know what I mean? That victim mentality, like, oh, poor me. I don't want to say I hate that. I used to be me, right? I grew up without my parents. I didn't have my dad. I didn't have my mom. I didn't have this. So what? Nobody cares. I'm telling you, nobody gives a crap, right? And I think a lot of people hide behind that so they don't move forward with their ambition, with the ideas, and they don't execute because they're like, I grew up in this neighborhood. I grew up this. One of the most richest, most successful person and mentors I actually had the privilege to be breathing the same air with. Like, let me tell you, came from the slums, like from just the oh my goodness, you would be surprised. How did this dude like got out of this? So I'm gonna tell you a quick story. So check this out. All right, so one of my mentors, and I'm a bit embarrassed if he's actually watching this. He usually doesn't watch my show, but anyways, I'm gonna share it with you guys anyway. So, um, successful. Like he started selling perfumes out the trunk, and when he was selling perfumes, these little, those perfume guys when you come out from the gas station, he got this trunk open. He's like, "Hey man, try this perfume. Hey, this perfume smells like this, and cologne smells like this." He was pushing cologne perfume. Well, he started this business in the West Coast. Like he just got this idea, and I don't know where he got it from. Him and his friend from college, they started selling perfume and cologne out of his trunk, and they sold so much they started recruiting other people to come work with him, and his organization grew to like 200 people all over the West Coast. Long story short, took that money and started buying real estate because that was the easiest thing to do. He started buying real estate and started fixing it and flipping it, fixing it and flipping it. And then 2007 happened, and he came across this guy that said, "Hey, I can take your money, right? Double it, triple it, and I'll pay you residuals, and you live off the dividends." Made sense at the time. So they gathered between him and his friend, gathered $4 million, handed out cash, handed over to him. The guy took the 4 million, and every month send him a check, send him a check, send him a check, and next thing you know, the guy was receiving like somewhat what we call dividends, right? Well, then one month the check didn't come, second month the check didn't come, third month I'm like, where the hell is this guy? They're like scratching their head. So this dude disappeared, and it took him, my mentor, a year to find this guy. Guess where they found him at? Thank you. Sucks bye, Puma. Appreciate you. Took him a year to find this guy, this investor, this hedge fund manager that ran away with $4 million cash. Took him a year. They found him in a Las Vegas hotel, right? And guess how they found this guy? They used a decoy, a bait, if you will. They used this young, sexy lady, and they went up to a hotel room, and the hotel room where they went up to, my mentor and his friend was inside the closet. Opened up the closet, comes out, confronted this guy. The guy that stole $4 million from him confronted him. And if you were in that position, in the comment below, what would you do? This guy stole $4 million, disappeared for one whole year. You found him in a Las Vegas hotel room. He's right there in front of you. He stole $4 million. What would you do to this guy? I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to answer that. Otherwise, I'm not gonna tell you the rest of the story. If you really listen. Hey, you know the Bayonne faces in the house, baby. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I got the Bayonne face from the Bay. I know what I mean. I know what I'm talking about. Yay! Bayonne face in the house. I'm gonna order my shirt too with the new Bayonne design if you haven't already. Appreciate it. Thank you. You would beat his ass. Okay. I'm gonna finish the story now. So Bong Chad said, "Yeah, you're right. You beat his ass. He stole $4 million cash, disappeared. You finally found him after a year, and you know how they found him? They used a girl to go get as bait. But they also had this ex-military." And this other guy who used to be undercover a cop or something like that, they hired him, and they did their whatever they do, like like in the movies, and found this guy. They pinpointed him to be living in Vegas, and they used this girl to trick him to go to the hotel room, lured him to the hotel room, and now he's sitting right in front of you. My mentor comes out of the closet and says, Where's my money? Where's my $4 million? I want my money." I asked him the same thing. He's like, what did you do?" He's all, and he asked me, "What would you do?" Me, like, I would like, yeah, I'll beat his ass. I'll freaking, hurt him. So the guy responds, the hedge fund manager that stole this $4 million, he responds, "I don't got the money. It's gone." This is 2008. $4 million gone. My mentor, my a friend, he's like scratching his head. He's like, "Man, what do you do? What do you do?" What up, Cheese? What's good, man? Thanks for popping in. Um, what do you do? What do you do? Throw him out the window, kill him? I don't know. Nothing. You know what he did? He said, "All right," called the cops for him and walked away. So the guy, the hedge fund manager, is in jail. He's doing prison time. My mentor went home. He got scammed out of $4 million cash. His wife left him, took custody of his kid, and he came from living in nice, like, freaking property mansion to now in his studio apartment with him and his best friend that started a perfume company. And they're looking at themselves like, "Man, what do we do?" They look in their garage and they realize, we actually have a wrecked Ferrari in the garage, because they bought one of the Ferraris when they're making good money. We had a wrecked Ferrari. So what he did was he started parting it out and selling it on eBay. And, you know, um, one thing led to another. They tripled the amount what he paid for the Ferrari. Then he's like, "Man, I could do this." Took the profits, invested into another flooded and burnt, wrecked Ferrari, and parted the parts that was salvageable, and started this business. Fast forward, 2012. Fast forward a couple years later. Now, just recently, 2015, he's a freaking multimillionaire again. I know that's a long, drawn out story, but the moral of the story I'm telling you guys is that, you know what? In life, you're going to have choices, you're going to have options. You know what? It's like, you can make more money, right? But time, can't get that back. Time is more important than money. If it was to kill him, if he was to kill that guy, if he was to, like, beat him up and went to jail and serve time, he wouldn't have the ability to go out there back in the real world and use his freedom to make more money. So yeah, you can make more money. It's okay. Time is more important, and that's all we're working hard for. We're working hard to make money so we can buy more time, and that's what it is. So there it is. Time is more valuable, the most valuable thing in life. Thank you, Leslie. Honestly, that's what it's all about. To get time to do it. If you have time to do the things you enjoy, and I think you're pretty successful, right? When you don't have to worry about paying bills and you have time to think. And when you see, a lot of people underestimate the power of thinking. When you have time to think, that's that's extremely powerful. That's a superpower. Because now you got time to think. A lot of people have to do things because they don't have options. They got to act on it quick. Boom, 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 boom. But when you take time to really think things out, visualize, have downtime, and prep and plan and put together a scheme, a get rich quick scheme. And I say scheme because scheming is the plan is the scheme. And that right there is one of the most powerful tools you can do. So time is more important than money. So yes, back to it. Let's make it happen, you guys. Bong Chad said, let's highlight that. You're correct. But yeah, it is so tempting. Yeah, I know to have him there face to face. I don't even know how he was so disciplined to actually not beat the crap out of him. But geez, he stole $4 million. You finally found a guy in a freaking hotel room. You don't do nothing. You let him walk. You know, here's the sad part, Bong. And here's the really, really sad part for you guys on Instagram right here too. So check this out. So most people kill each other for like $20, 5,000, 10,000. You hear it every day. People do robberies, broad daylight, snatching purses, shooting a guy over a dog. You know what I mean? Stabbing someone to take a couple bucks, take his watch. Man, sad. This guy could have killed him over $4 million. Chose not to. Walked away. Walked away, built his business again, and became 10 times richer. He's a multimillionaire now. He's actually got products, something called the Recover, where it's like a small, tiny little product that you put in vehicles and it track and every single car, like a GPS system almost. It's not a tracker, but it's a very powerful technology. He set that up. He built that, and he's now driving Rolls Royce, Ferraris, Lamborghinis. Actually, they happened to hire me to be his creative director. I help him grow his TikTok and grow his Instagram and grow his YouTube channel. I was able to travel and I was able to drive some nice exotics just leisurely. Man, he mentored me, taught me the game about a lot of stuff in life, not just like in creative wise, but like in life in general, how to manage money. This dude's freaking smart, you know. Yep, he knew his worth. You're right. If you don't know your worth, people just hope you don't know your own worth, right? People know your worth, just hope that you don't know your own worth. And you gotta know your worth. You gotta know what you're worth. And if you don't, people ask you, oh, how much you gonna charge me? How much is your time worth? And you gotta figure out. And that's like one of the most uncomfortable thing to answer for me, for the longest. When people ask me, hey, how much you gonna charge me to do this? I scratch my head and be like, I don't know. What's your budget? How much you got? At that point, they're like, oh, this dude don't know his worth. I don't know. I got like maybe they'll lowball you, right, Bong Chad? They'll lowball you. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I got like $100. And if you don't know your worth, you're like, yeah, I'll do $100. Don't know your worth. Gotta know what your time's worth. How much is time? How much your time worth? You know what I mean? So know your worth. It doesn't have to be a dollar amount. It can be anything, really. You know what I'm saying? Just know. Have a boundary. Have standard. Like it took me a long time to actually know to figure out what my worth is. It's it's just part of it. But yeah, you can't be wasting time. Gotta be on top of it. Wasted time is worse than wasted money. Wasted time is worse than wasted money. You can waste money, but when you waste time, man, how are you gonna get that back? Right? So be selective with who you choose to invest your time with and who you invest your time into. Be very picky, because man, wasted time is worse than wasted money, right? Who agree? Who agree? What up? Very selective. Thank you, Mom. You gotta be selective with your clients. Selective where you spend your time. And I don't know. You know what? I don't know how I have a very successful entrepreneur like you on my show right now, but thank you for listening to this show. That's amazing. I don't know. I hope I was able to share, and iron sharpen iron. We have some value exchange here, and it's awesome. Definitely, I want to be more consistent. I want to have more lives, and doing something different. Just jumping on here just randomly sometimes, and just kind of like going back on Instagram, and of course, YouTube and stuff like that. So guys, look forward for more content that I'm actually gonna be putting out there, because yeah, you actually have to align yourself and be surrounded by some cool people who are going places, people who have goals. You have to hang out with people who fit into your future and not your history. Hang out with people that fit into your future and not your history. But it's okay to have a past, of course. You know what I'm saying? Don't be embarrassed of that. Don't leave your history be a mystery, because once they know your history, it's not about your glory, it's your story. Once they know your story, they're gonna celebrate you. You know what I'm saying? Embrace your struggle. Don't be embarrassed of your struggle. You know, I struggle. You know, um, Matter of fact, I met the mayor of Oakland. She just became the first Asian mayor of a major city, Shang Tao. She suffered domestic violence. She was homeless. You know what I mean? Struggling. She's the mayor of Oakland now, the first Asian mayor among mayors. Isn't that amazing? So don't be embarrassed of your hustle, of your struggle, because the more people know about your struggle, they're gonna admire your hustle. It's not the glory; it's your story. What's your story? And every single day, we get a chance to rewrite and write our story and change it. We're the author, the publisher, the editor, right? We dictate everything. You know what I mean? The whole world's a stage. You're the main actor. You're the main star. Well, let me tell you, I used to hang out on chats. I used to, I can testify that I hang around with everyone. Yeah. Well, I know you used to hang around with a lot of cowboys. You know what I mean? But with the cowboy hat, hey, among chat. So I used to hang out with a lot of different groups, too, and I'm not embarrassed of it. I hang out with people that I identify with, and they're still friends with me. It's just that I don't hang out with them as often as I used to. But yeah, and there's certain people I honestly have to like eliminate and have my boundaries and cut off, and kind of we're distant. You know what I mean? Of course, I don't like to burn bridges, and I've had I don't burn bridges, and I don't gossip and condemn people or judge people for what they do. Not at all, because I was there too. You know, I'm gonna be judged as well, and that's super important. But honestly, you have to do this though. Sometimes you gotta disappear. You gotta disappear for a little bit. Disappear. You gotta isolate to create. Isolate to create, and separate so you can elevate. Arrami. So you gotta isolate yourself to create. Create. We're creators. And then you gotta separate yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you can elevate. So I know I said a lot of crazy things. We talked about some of the signs that you could be that you're doing together. We came to an end here, you guys. Some signs here is like, if you paid the bills last month and you had some extra money, guess what? You're doing pretty good. And if you question your life, you have doubt in your life, and you feel miserable sometimes, guess what? That means you're open to growth. You're doing pretty good. And if you have a job, you have a business, you have a career, you have a goal, you have clothes on your back, and you don't have to worry about where your next meal is coming from. You're actually eating, not just for survival, but you're eating because whenever you want to, because you enjoy it. You have one or two really, really, really good friends. You're doing pretty good in life. You know what I'm saying? If you can afford a cup of coffee or eggs for breakfast, or even have gas in your car, you're doing pretty good in life. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to get on social media and compare yourself with other people, right? If you can look back and actually speak to your younger self and say, "Hey, younger you, we made it." That's pretty awesome. You're doing pretty good in life. And if you know how to take good care of yourself, and you have a goal that you're working towards to, guess what? You're doing pretty good in life. That's what it is, man. You've been through a lot, and you learned a lot, you lost a lot, and you also made a lot. You're doing pretty good in life. So I hope you guys have some man, I wish I was able to share some energy and share some knowledge, share some wisdom. Bong Chad, thank you so much for interacting and giving me some of your wisdom. Because remember, iron sharpens iron, baby. That's what it is. And birds of a feather flocks together, and we're soaring. If you guys want to experience that, to soar, to have freedom, we have to cut out self doubt, toxic energy, toxic negative, toxic self uh, uh, sabotaging habits, and we have to eliminate um, toxic behaviors. You know what I mean? We have to do that. So to everyone that's tuned in, thank you, and shout out to the Bay on Face. Shout out, check out the new brand, the Bay on Face, the Bay on Face. You guys ever been to Cambodia? The Bay on Face is what it is. The Bay on Face. You know what I'm talking about? One of the best faces out there, especially on Facebook. You know what I'm talking about? So, anyways, hope you guys. Thank you, Leslie Ann. Oh, have a grateful heart. Yes, I love it. I'm gonna that. Know your worth in 2023. Love it. Thank you guys. Yo, shop. I love you guys. I came here to get this interaction right here, to get this engagement. So selfishly, trust me, I'm doing this for me. So, anyways, love you guys. Stay blessed until gifted. Tune in. We'll be doing I'm trying to go like daily 90, but it's depending on my schedule and other commitments. I'm just gonna randomly pop up. But if you want to get notified next time I pop up, there's a notification button you can click on this live, or there's a way to follow and whatnot. So, but if not, hey, it's all good. You can always watch the replay. The replay's on my YouTube. By the way, I'm trying to build up my subscribers. If you guys don't mind, hit a sub in your boy's subscription. Sub it real quick, and I would really appreciate it. Share, and like it and comment. So, anyways, stay blessed until gifted. Keep doing it. B-I-G-Z. B-I-G-Z. Stay tuned for more. Thank you guys. Have a good one, brother. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Bong. Leah, hi. How do I end this thing?